Hi friends, welcome to Aishudiy. Today we will see how to make a very cute earrings. I have made a lot of earrings in the past and then I have sold some. I have kept some for myself, but I don't even know where they are. So I just thought, okay, let me just make another earring, which I used to really like it. And this you must have seen in the Mercari um, bead haul. This 4 millimeter faceted check glass beads, and they have two-tone colors. It's like mint green and blue, metallic blue. So it's a very pretty color. So I just wanted to use those beads and make this pretty simple earrings. It's simple, but it's at the same time it's really pretty. So I have here some hoops. um, this you can buy, and it's just a hoop earring. So you can just wear it as a plain hoop or you can dress it up. So and we have our beads to dress it up, so I'm just going to do that. And for this project we need tools wise, we need the needle nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters, and I have here some 26 gauge colored wire. So this is a little bit tealish blue and I wanted to match this, so that's why I have this. You can actually use the same color wire as your hoops. That will make it really pretty. Since I don't have that, um, and I do have that looks a little bit gold. The gold doesn't match very well, so that's why I didn't want to actually use that. So I'm just going to use what I have here, and it seems to be nice for me. So now I would just open this hoop and keep. So I'm just going to take a little bit of wire, and if your wire is kinked or something, you can use your nylon jaw pliers um, to kind of straighten it out. There we go. And I need about, let's say, um, about 12 inches of wire at least. Okay, so I have here 12 inches of wire, and then it's better to take more wire than needed than take less wire. So I'm just going to start from the back. It's just my preference. You can do either way, doesn't matter. So I leave a little bit short tail and then I start wrapping. And that's why I opened this loop and kept so that I can go through this opening. Once I have at least 2 or 3 wraps inside, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my beads. So I take one of these beads and then drop it down. So see, my wire is coming from down and I want this to sit down, not up. So I'm just going to leave it right next to my earring finding, and then I'm just going to go inside and then wrap 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you have a consistent wrap between the beads, that way it will look nice. And then take the next bead. You can also use a 28 gauge wire, that might give a little bit different look than the 26 gauge wire. As you can see, it's coming like that, and then I want it to sit below the hoop. 3 wraps, and make sure these wraps are not overlapping each other, and if they are wide, then go ahead and use your pliers to squish them off so that they are right next to each other, and then come back all the way down and then pick up the next bead and put it down. And as you can see, This is how it was going to sit, and then this is how it's gonna look. And 1, 2, and 3, and then pick up next one, drop it down, hold it with your index and thumb finger down here so that it doesn't go up, otherwise it'll go up. And make sure the wraps are adjacent to each other, and then come back down and pick up another. So this has two sides, so it kind of gives a different look to the earring. You can use any kind of beads, any 4mm beads will work, even 2mm, even 6 or seed beads will work. So these earrings are pretty versatile and they're very easy to make, and you can quickly whip up a earrings for matching for your outfit if you want to make it. So that way it's very easy. So you can make a bunch of them in different colors, and it doesn't need a lot of beads per se, but at the same time it gives you the look. And the hoop itself is very classy. So 2 and 3. So I prefer to use 26 gauge rather than 28 gauge, but you can also use 28 gauge wire. So one more should be good enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 beads is all you need. So while ending, I just want a little bit more wraps than the third one. So I'm just going for 6 wraps. Let's see. This is, yeah, I think that's good enough. I still want the gold to show. So now I would get the wire up on the top, and then I would snip off here and take my pliers and then tuck the tail and make sure the tail sits up like that so that it doesn't catch anything. So that's it. And in the back, so now you can actually close the earring hoop, and in the back we can go ahead and do a couple more wraps as long as the wire allows. And tuck in the tail. There we go. One is done, the next to go. So in 20 inches I still have, about 2 3/4 of an inch remaining. If you want 12 inches, so you can take around I would say 9.5 inches should be sufficient. So this time I'm going to take 10 inches to be on the safer side, because I really don't want to mess up with the less wire. It's always good to have more. Even this wire I can use it for project, so it's never a waste per se. So there we go, one of our earrings is ready. Now we shall start the next one. This also I want to start from the back. I just don't want to start in the front. It's kind of easier for me, but doesn't matter. 1 and 2, and now we are ready to, actually if it moves then I'll move it all the way back here. And you can also wrap this tail and hold it down a bit. squish all those coils, and then pick up a bead with your wire, put it all the way down here, and hold this bead and the wire with your finger, and then go into the loop and make 3 coils. Make sure it is not on top of each other, and then now you are ready to pick up the next bead. I'm picking up the next bead, then I'm coming down and 2, and make sure the coils are counted, and we are doing 3 coils. You can actually do more than that. It's totally up to you. It's really not big deal if you add more coils or less coils. So if you add more coils, then you will need less beads. So however your convenience, you can add beads. So 3 coils is what we are doing. If it is not squished properly, go ahead and take your pliers and you can squish them like that. And then ready to take the next bead. Drop it down and take it and hold it with your index and thumb, and make sure your bead sits right. And 3. Pick it up and so you come back down all the way and then put the bead. That way you will not force the bead to go on this other side. There we go. And so far it's coming out good. And you need to make sure you have 9 beads, because we have 9 beads here and this one is pushed all the way. So I shall stop and then make sure that this one is all the way to the end. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 and 3. Pick up the next bead. Oops. And one more bead. And then let's just wrap it 3 times and one more bead. And this is the last one. Just make sure it sits properly, and then wrap it like 5 times or 6 times, whichever you did with the other one. So I have just about the right size of wire. I'm glad that I took 10 inches. 10 inches of wire is perfect, you guys. Don't take more lesser than that. So 10 inches is good. Now tuck in the tail. Make sure the tail comes on the top and not in the bottom. And the other end also, use your pliers to wrap the short tail that you have. I didn't want to wrap first because it's like a nice solid hold for you guys to hold it and wrap it. Otherwise it's kind of wobbling around. So as you can see, I want the tail on the top and not in the inside of the loop. There we go, it's done. And our earrings are done. How pretty does that look? I think the coils here is only 4 and here there is 5. So just want to make sure that I take one more coil off of this because it just looks a little bit odd. Okay, all you need to do is take it off. It's good to have more than less, otherwise. Okay, I'm gonna snip this off here so that I have the same amount and tucking in the tail. Okay, I have the same amount of coil as the other one. So now they are even. And I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon because you can know whenever I am posting a video. So this is very pretty. You can make it with any beads you want. You can also make it with seed beads, and just it's a little bit slight variation for the seed beads. I'll get back to you guys in the next video with the seed beads, and also the hoop also you can make with the 20 or 18 gauge wire. I'll also talk about that in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.